I was getting ready to start the fun without you. I just started taping some stuff off. You know, I'm just going to tape this area because I just got to get the bottom frame. All right, and then I'm just going to pull this stuff, kind of close the cockpit off. We got the carburetor. So I was able to move the vehicle out back without having to push it. So anyway, I'm just taping off the dash. Then I'm just gonna, like I said, seal off this area and leave the window frame exposed. All right, and that way all I have to do is just kind of move things out of the way and I can drive the vehicle back in. All right. Now I got you caught up. Just going to go through and tape everything else off. All right, so this is what brought it to my attention. It was kind of swelled up and then rusted, right? It wasn't attached to the frame, and I was like, oh man, it's kind of messed up. But then when I took it off to investigate what was going on, then I seen how rusted out it was. And then the A-pillars, same thing. The center part and the T-top seal looks pretty good. I want to keep the plastic as low profile as possible. That way when I'm running the grinder, it doesn't blow up and suck up into the wire brush and rip everything all out. So then I'm just going to go through and get the rust spots. With the wire brush, and maybe tape up some more loose ends, and I'll see you when I got grinder in hand with the wire brush on it. I'm going to switch over to the Rolex 100 grit for a lot of the deep stuff, right? But for the most part, the window frame looks pretty good. Except for right here is the problem child, but we're going to cut that out and weld some patch panels in there. I'm going to go over the pitted area with the Rolex sandpaper. I got my iPro on. I should probably be wearing a respirator, but I am working outside and kind of holding my breath. So if I do fall over, it's because I was holding my breath for too long. All right, so these areas right here, we're gonna get by hand. Up in the corners. There's some body filler in there. I don't know if that's factory or what. I don't think they used Bondo, right? They used other kinds of stuff. But, I mean, look at that. Look at that area. I mean, the inside of this is just surface rust. But all of this stuff looks really good. Right, that looks good. There was a little bit of surface rust here. That looks really nice. This area right here looks really good. Oh, and then here's the seam for this corner piece. All right, that's kind of, I mean, I think I could have did a little bit better. That just does not seem right at all. So basically from this section to this section, I'm going to make a patch. I don't even really have to worry about the edge. I think I could kind of butt weld that and then lay a bead. You're not going to be able to see it anyway. It's covered by the trim. And it wasn't leaking here. It was leaking over here because of the sealant lifted off of the frame. So not even the rot holes was causing a leak. It was the rust that lifted off. And Watch Wes Work had dropped the moniker planning obsolescence. And, you know, I had no idea what that meant. And then I did some research online of, you know, fixing the window frame. So bear with me as I talk here. I got on Motor Trend, and it was C2 and C3 window frame repair, and then a couple of paragraphs down in the article, they mentioned planning obsolescence and how a lot of the automotive manufacturers were getting together and putting products out knowing that in a couple of years the things would either rust out or they would stop working. That way they could keep themselves in business. People would have to buy another car in a couple of years. And then they talked about how the steel that they were getting back in the day wasn't being cured right, or whatever the process was. The steel was less than desirable. Anyway, you could find a news article on News Trend. Type in C2 and C3 windshield frame repair or rust repair. Anyway, we're combating obsolescence. What's up? So, yeah, that's what we're doing. We're going to combat the obsolescence. And I don't know if I could put some of the Pour 15 Pour 15 metal prep on it. That way I'm not painting this surface. I guess I could clean up the surface a little bit better. All right, get in there, hand sand it, metal prep the whole thing, but then when it comes time to paint, I'm going to tape off the window frame and just hit it with some self-etching paint and or primer and some normal paint. Anyway, that's what the situation is. So we got to make a patch panel for this. I'm going to wrap it up. I got things I got to do. So we'll see you at the next one. Thanks for watching ELH 4x4 doing stuff. This is going to be combating obsolescence and window frame repair part 2.